Good morning, Eagle, Nick. It's, you know what I mean, Vern. And this morning we are live in downtown Dalton, up here by the Whitfield County Courthouse, where EagleNick Audits is facing a retrial for the same charge, which is double jeopardy under the 8th Amendment of the United States Constitution. Good morning, Michael Kunkel, the True Spitter. But EagleNick has locked his bike up to the railing here at the parking deck to make sure it stays out of the weather. Right here by the elevator. Now, hopefully no one will bother my bicycle today. Yes, it is at 9 a.m. It is not a hearing. It is a trial. Now, it is considered double jeopardy under the 8th Amendment of the United States Constitution to be tried twice for the same charge. Now, I was already wrongfully convicted of trespassing at the United States Post Office. I had my constitutional rights violated by the Dalton Police Department, the Postmaster, the United States Postal Service, Whitfield County Courthouse, the City of Dalton, the Dalton Police Department, and the state of Georgia, who tried EagleNick Audits in state court over a misdemeanor criminal trespass that I did not commit. But we have the bicycle secured. And we are here bright and early. Well, it is early, but it is not too bright. As you can see, it is real foggy out here this morning. And it was worse than that when I left the house this morning. Good morning, Jack Walls. How you doing this morning, brother? Good morning, million views. I believe I'll pass on that 20 push-ups, brother. I'm up here to face a retrial, which is double jeopardy under the 8th Amendment of the United States Constitution. Now, they are going to be doing the push-ups themselves this morning, trying to secure another conviction to either have the conviction upheld. Now, my attorney at law, Mr. Joshua J. Smith, has not got in contact with me in any way, shape, or form since I seen him up here on February the 7th. Now, 2 months and 4 days, and I've still never received a word from my attorney at law that was appointed, Mr. Joshua J. Smith. So it looks like it is continuing to go over the same way it was. I am not getting adequate representation. Jack, it's okay if they ask me to do push-ups. We don't want to delete their messages just for saying something like that. It is okay. Good morning, Amelia Turner. We are live at the Whitfield County Courthouse, waiting to go in to face a retrial on the same charge. Now, we have done had our constitutional rights violated. Now, this is one of the district attorneys right here who prosecuted EagleNick audits last time, who maliciously prosecuted EagleNick for exercising his constitutional rights. Now, it's like nobody in our government understands the Constitution, especially the district attorney's office. That was the assistant district attorney. Good morning, Constitution Andy. Public defenders are never for the public. It doesn't really matter if they are a public defender or an attorney at law. They represent the state and the government, even though you pay them and hire them on retainer. It is almost impossible in this day and age to get a fair trial. Good morning, LF Hut. How you doing this morning? Thank you, Constitution Andy. Now, if you are new to my YouTube channel, good morning, Dustin. If you are new to my YouTube channel, EagleNick had his constitutional rights violated while I was exercising my rights at the United States Post Office located right across the road. Now, the Dalton Police Department came up giving unlawful orders when the Dalton Police Department does not have a written security agreement or a written memorandum of understanding with the United States Post Office that gives them the authority to carry firearms on federal property, on postal property. They do not or did not have a security agreement or a written memorandum of understanding. Good morning, Mistress Lando. But that corrupt post office is located right across the road over there, just a little south of the courthouse. And I don't want to go too far down this way where we lose the live stream. But that was our assistant district attorney who went inside a while ago with the bald head. Now, I was maliciously prosecuted by the district attorney's office by 2 different district attorneys. The assistant district attorney you seen go in, and the main district attorney. Even though he is not the one listed on the district attorney's office site. Michael, I can guarantee you it's going to be another all-day long thing. They try their very best to make it as uncomfortable and unconstitutional on people as they possibly can. Now, you see that woman walking up the middle of the road there? She is jaywalking. There's a crosswalk down there where she was supposed to cross at, but she's walking up the middle of the road here. But that is probably one of our public servants. You know, they think they are above the law, can do anything they want to. They are not held accountable like we the people. Yeah, you see, she's a public servant going in. The courthouse is not open as of yet. These would all be public servants coming in to work this morning up here at this corrupt kangaroo court system we have in Whitfield County. Now, every public servant is supposed to be about we the people and protecting our rights. But I'm sad to say in this day and age that it is not that way. That our government seeks to take away our constitutional rights, enacting laws and codes and ordinance that infringes on people's constitutional rights. Now, the clerk of the Superior Court has a parking space right over yonder that is reserved for her. They reserve the best parking downtown for the people in our government and let the public find a place to park at your own peril. Good morning, Pappy. And I do not know where our Whitfield County Sheriff's deputy is, who's usually parked right there in the center by that pole there, that light pole. There's usually one sitting there, and he wasn't there this morning when I got up here. But if you asked EagleNick audits, there is nothing changed. I was appointed a real lawyer, or supposedly a real lawyer, Joshua J. Smith, attorney at law. Yeah, I have not heard from my lawyer, so where is that representation? Now, this morning will be the first time I've seen him since March the 7th, when he was not even aware that he was supposed to be at the courthouse for me that morning. Another one of them jaywalkers. You know, they have a crosswalk at the stop sign. Now, I just now got a message from my attorney, Mr. Joshua Smith, but I cannot view that message until I end the live stream. I do not know what the message said, but it said, "This is Mr. Joshua J. Smith, my attorney. What the hell good does it do for your lawyer to get in contact with you the day of your trial when they did not have the time in 2 months and 4 days to even get in contact with me? They are continuing to violate my constitutional rights up here at this kangaroo courthouse." I thought that Whitfield County Sheriff's Department officer was going to come out here and say something. I wish he would. But how you like that? I get a text just now from my lawyer on the day of my damn trial. He was supposed to have been getting in touch with me to let me know to come into his office somewhere in downtown Dalton, Georgia. He never contacted me. He waits until the actual morning of my trial. Now, that is misrepresentation. That is a continuation of them violating my rights, not giving me adequate legal representation, having me up here for a second time for a retrial for the same charge, which is a violation of the 8th Amendment as double jeopardy. But like I said, this court system we have in Whitfield County is a kangaroo court system. All they do is back up whatever the city of Dalton or Whitfield County says in court. But I guess we're going to go ahead and end the live stream so I can check out that message from my so-called attorney at law who chooses to get in contact with me on the day of my trial, but could not take the time until now. You know, just within an hour or two of the trial starting, he's going to get in touch with me. Good job, Joshua J. Smith. The prejudice shows still to this day. Y'all keep old EagleNick audits in your thoughts and prayers. Because it looks like it is far from over. I pray that you all have a very blessed morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be. And I pray that you do not face having your rights violated so ruthlessly like they have done EagleNick out is in Dalton, Georgia, Whitfield County, where I've had my constitutional rights violated by the Dalton Police Department, the city of Dalton, Whitfield County, the state of Georgia, Whitfield County government, the courthouse, the United States Post Office, and the postmaster, all because I was exercising my constitutional rights. Good morning, sir. But this is a kangaroo court system. It is all about that almighty dollar. It is all about the legal extortion of the public by our government, seeking to strip away our constitutional rights in the name of what they call justice. Now, this is kangaroo justice in a kangaroo court system. There is nothing but a bunch of crooks and traitors to the United States Constitution and to we the people of the United States of America. They so willingly violate our constitutional rights every day. Now, EagleNick is live at the Whitfield County Courthouse, where I'm going in for a retrial on the same charge, which is a violation under the 8th Amendment of the United States Constitution as double jeopardy. Now, our court system does not understand the Constitution. They seek to take away our constitutional rights. They seek to destroy the Constitution and we the people and keep us subservient to our government. Now, our government works for us. We do not work for them. It is time everybody stands up for their rights. Yeah, I do not think they can give me more time. All they can do is uphold a conviction. They can overturn the conviction, or they can reduce the sentence. But I'm telling you here and now that they will probably uphold that conviction because, like I said, this is a kangaroo court system. Whitfield County and Dalton, Georgia is constitutional rights violators. And our state government through the judicial system is no better. They are all lawless constitutional rights violators. Does anybody have the time right now? In my time zone. Well, this damn courthouse ought to be open for the public right now. But I guess we're going to end the live stream. And I'm going to check that message from that so-called attorney at law they appointed me, who chooses to get in touch with me on the day of my actual trial. No hindsight, no contact until the very day of the trial. I guess we're going to try to walk on the inside. Good morning. Here we are back inside for the retrial. We're going to let this lady get through the metal detectors right here. But we're going to go ahead and end the live stream before we go through these metal detectors to make sure that it does not kill it. I pray that you all have a very blessed morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be. Take care of yourselves, but please take care of each other. EagleNick. All this. I am EagleNick. Peace and bacon grease. I will keep y'all updated. But for now, I'm out.